Is there any other advice that you have for healthcare entrepreneurs or innovators that we haven't covered?
Yeah, and I mean, I think the only thing I think that comes to mind is what we started off with healthcare being this complex ecosystem. And I think when I talk to folks in their own area, I've noticed that folks that don't get caught up in their own just understanding their sliver of healthcare, I would say that if you're a healthcare entrepreneur, yes, know your area. I'm building a clinical tool, for this, that, and the other. But always thinking like understanding the broader system and systems is like a really, really important thing in healthcare, and making relationships and being curious about something that's going to inform a lot. So, you might be building something clinical, but if you don't understand how Epic works, and Epic's in 70% of the hospitals, then right, and you don't understand what drives Epic and their partnership ecosystem as one example, you might end up picking the wrong strategic move, right? Because you didn't understand the other forces that were impacting your area. So I think something that's really unique in early in the journey, the earlier you can do more of that discovery and meet people and research, I think that's really critical. And then kind of a corollary to that is because of the complexity and call it the dependencies within this crazy thing, I like to call it jungle, right? This jungle that is healthcare. I think that if you have to be patient in a lot of cases, because in healthcare, with that complexity comes, as we all know, investors will tell you it's not easy to sell into healthcare. The customer acquisition cost is high, and it's heavily regulated with HIPAA and all that stuff. So more than other areas, you have to, I think, more often than not, come in with the long game in mind. There aren't really any quick flips or too many in healthcare. So those two go hand in hand, right? Are you curious with the broader thing? Are you going to have the patience to learn, put those pieces together? And then are you going to give yourself the requisite time to see this thing out? I think those are the two things that are somewhat, at least they might apply to 80% of the healthcare entrepreneurs. Yeah.